Okay, let's begin. Hi everyone and welcome to today's movement practice. My name is Emma. If it's your first time joining me, welcome and thanks for trusting in this journey. So all you'll need is a yoga mat. Let's begin in child's pose. Take your knees wide or hips distance and pull the hips back to the heels. And for this one, we're going to take the hands as far forward as we can with palms pressing down. So much so that the forearms and the elbows will lift. Your forehead might find the ground, or it might hover. And as you peel the hips back onto the heels, start to pull the lower belly in so you can feel this really nice opening through the sideways. We'll take a few more breaths as you simply start to land and arrive. So letting go of the day that you've already had or any experiences that are new. Letting go of any future tasks or to-do lists. And as you ground in, take a deep breath into the belly. Deep breath out. Stay as you are, but come onto fingertops. Your arm bones stay straight. Take one more breath in. Big sigh out. Palms flat. Round through cat pose as you arrive in all fours. Nice. This time we'll tuck the toes and spread the fingertips wide, wrists under shoulders. Belly drops as the collarbones smile open, breathe in. And round through the spine, exhale. Maybe gaze back at the knees or the navel. In-breath, cow pose. Try not to move from the neck here and let this be a spinal wave. And exhale, round. I try to focus on keeping the arms straight. And keeping the core somewhat engaged. With eyes closed, let's do one more round together. In-breath. And out-breath. Good. Untuck the feet. Neutral tabletop. And this time we're going to extend the right leg behind us. Keep the right toes tucked and the right glute firm. And you can send the weight forward and back. Should feel quite yummy in the calf muscle. And it's stretching through the wrists. And keeping the neck in line with the rest of the spine, you could almost imagine the back of the skull pressing to the top of the roof. Find stillness. Left fingertips reach forward, make a fist with the left hand, and as you squeeze the right butt cheek, pick up the right heel. So two separations of left fist punching forward and right heel pressing back. The right inner arm bone is straight. The neck is in line. The belly draws in. For 3. For 2. Only left hand comes back under left shoulder. Curl the right heel to right sit bone. And as you draw the right knee up to sky, open to the right side of the room and circle the right hip. We'll do this a few times, so keep moving in this direction. And without shifting too much weight onto left arm or left knee, can you isolate the movement just in the hip joint? Change direction. So that might mean you need to make the movement smaller, more intimate. Good. Quietly step right foot outside the right hand and lift the right palm to sky. Drop left ear, left shoulder. Draw the right hip back in space and keep squeezing left butt. Good. You might move the right hand back behind you slightly or forward. Really grip down into the right foot. Make a fist with the right hand and maybe draw circles here, or open and close the palm just to fire up the forearm. Right hand returns. Tuck the back toes and lift the knee. Come high onto fingertips with both hands this time. The back leg is super strong. As you inhale, broaden through the chest, look forward. And as you exhale, begin to straighten both legs, but maybe on this one, keep a bit of a bend. Inhale, bend right knee, collarbones open. And then exhale, pull back. It's like a wide pyramid. Just flirt with the idea of straightening right leg. Inhale, brings you down. And this last time, exhale, pulls you back and stay. Right fingertips inside the crease of the right hip. So you can just really let the body know this is where you want to fold. As much of flexion in the hip versus a rounding in the spine. So you might need to bend the right knee more. You can flatten left hand if left fingertips is tiring. Good. Replace right hand down, top of the mat, active squat, left foot outside left hand. Let's bring our palms to the heart space. Bend into knees. Lift up all 10 toes and then see if you can spread the toes back down wide. I always have one side that is much easier to spread than the other. And then you want this action of ripping the mat apart. So pulling the feet away from one another. Draw the lower belly in and keep the neck long. Sit lower and breathe. Good. So you press down into feet, rise up, arms lift with you. Big inhale. Bring the shoulders to the ears. Squeeze the butt. Bend the knees and fold. Place the hands down. Plank pose, one foot back, then the other. And try to switch on through the sit bones. And then all the way up through the spine to the head. Arm bones are straight. Butt and belly is firm. Can you close down the eyes and really focus in on the breath? Knees tap down, forearms down. Clasp the hands together. Good. And the elbows should be underneath the shoulders. Coming up into dolphin, tuck the toes, lift the knees, push down into forearms. And I like to bend the knees so I can really focus on the strength through the shoulders rather than trying to stretch through the posterior chain, through the hamstrings. You can walk the feet wider or closer in. And let the head just kind of relax here, rather than always trying to stay supported. We just let it go. But the belly is firm. You want your shoulders to almost come and meet the ears, so your shoulder blades are lifting up the back. Take one more breath. Gently lower knees. Good. Extend your arms. This time flip the fingertips to face the knees. And just so we can allow a stretch in our forearms, pull the weight back into the heels. Try to keep the palm of the hand flat. There's no real right or wrong way of doing this. And some of you might need to rotate the fingertips slightly wider out. Good. Back to tabletop, fingertips forward. This time left leg extends back. Keep the toes tucked. The left butt is firm. And then shift the weight forward and back. And if you're someone who has wrist injuries or tenderness, it's really good to strengthen the wrist. But if it gets too much, make a fist with the hands whenever that is accessible. And then from here, the right hand reaches forward, so right bicep by right ear. Make a fist with the right hand and punch in front. Squeeze left butt, lift the heel. belly in, left inner arm bone straight. And we'll be here for 3. Really push in opposing directions for 2. And 1. Just the right hand returns. Good. Picking up the back of the skull, bend left heel in. Draw left knee to sky and out to the left for a big circle. Without shifting too much weight into the right side. So really working in left hip and not moving the pelvis. You might need to really fill the belly back to the spine to assist with this. Change direction. Notice any shaking, any weakness. And stepping left foot outside left hand this time. Peel left fingertips to sky. Nice. Drop the right ear to right shoulder. And just knit the left hip back in space. Squeeze right butt, belly in. Should be nice to release the neck and keep the weight firm into right hand. Left foot roots down. Really breathing into left side body. One more inhale. Left hand returns. Come high on both fingertips as you pick up the back knee and firm the right thigh. Ooh, nice. On your in-breath, collarbones broad and look forward. On your out-breath, begin to straighten both legs. Inhale, bend left knee, broad collarbones. And then exhale to straighten. So be really mindful, no aggression. 1 more. This time, exhale, stay back and adjust as you need if that's making the stance closer together. Left fingertips into the crease of the left hip. And you're just manipulating the body back in space and telling the body to fold at the hip. Bend left knee more if you need. Straighten through spine. Right hand can flatten. Here for 1 more breath. No rushing. Gaze forward. Place right foot outside the right hand. Active squat. Come on up halfway. Hands to heart space. Try to rip the mat apart with the feet. Sink lower. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Extend legs. Squeeze butt. Inhale. Bend knees and fold. Exhale. Hands to earth. Back to plank pose. Step both feet back. Good. Breathe and hold. Long body. Knees tap down. Forearms tap down. Clasp fingertips. Tuck your toes. Dolphin round 2. Lift the knees. Lift the hips. Yummy. Press into forearms. Just a little bit more. Draw the ribs in. From here, extend the right leg behind you with the right foot in line with the right hip. So no higher. And both my front pelvis points, ASIS, are directing down to earth. So not opening the right hip. Big breath. Right toes come down. Left leg back. Left foot in line with hip. You can look back at the left foot just to check. Forearms press down, belly in. Long left leg, breathe. And release. Good. Knees come down, extend your arms. Ooh, take a cat-cow. Soft belly, inhale. And exhale to round. Puff the upper back. 1 more inhale. Good. This time as you tuck toes and round, downward facing dog. Arms extended. Yummy. Okay. Lift the heels high, come into the tips of the toes. Rotate heels to the right, so you're on the inner edge of right foot, big toe side of left foot. And even my right toes are just gently meeting the back of the left heel. Good. Arms stay in down dog, but bend the knees back, so your hips almost land to the back of the mat. Left fingertips can reach, maybe even float. Come back to center, inhale, heels lift. Heels spin to left. And the feet stay active. My left toes just brush the back of the right foot. Bend the knees, draw the hips back. Right fingertips can lift. One more in-breath. Back to center, breathe in. And breathe out. Palms walk to the toes. Back of the mat fold. Bend the knees and let go of the head. Start to roll halfway up as you unfurl the spine. Forearms land on the thighs. Bend the knees more. And I'm just going to gently clasp the hands. Good. One more breath. This should feel nice and relaxed, nice and easy. Fingertips land to the mat, release the chest, the head. High plank pose. Hands come forward. Good. When you get there, lower the knees down, lower hips then heart, elbows bend, exhale. Point your toes back, breathe in for cobra, lift the chest, but not the neck or the head. Nice. This is a pulling action, so try to pull the hands back like the heart is drawing forward and my butt stays really firm. You can even check and use the hands to make sure the back of the body is switched on. I know we're here for a while. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Tuck the toes and all fours, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Right leg to sky, in breath. Gaze back at the right toes. And is the right leg as long as it can be, not as high? Lift the left heel, inhale. Knee to nose, quietly step the foot between the hands, palms stay flat. Let's come up to high lunge. Arms lift, chest lifts. Good. Micro bend the back knee so you can feel the body really in the center of the shape. Right toes spread wide, right knee is firm. Like you were hugging the inner thighs to the midline. As you cactus the elbows out wide, the fingertips will clasp behind the sacrum. So knuckles to the lower back. Draw the elbows back, but keep the ribs in. Neck long. Hinge the chest forward, extend the back leg. Come high on the tiptoes of the left foot. Really nice. So big work for the right thigh and super length through the left hip. And even an opening in the shoulder blades, but keeping our shoulders nice and stable, not over stretching through this joint. Take one more breath. Good. As the left hand comes down under left shoulder, peel back the right toes and spin them to the right side of the mat. Come onto the heel edge of your back foot. Squeeze the belly. You can release the right arm up or even forward by the right bicep. Drop left ear. Feet are really alive and left inner thigh even is super active. As you spin back, high on the fingertips, this time right leg is between the hands, breathe in. Your pyramid fold, breath out, straighten through the legs. Pause. You can always use the self-assist with the right hand in the right hip crease. One more inhale. Good. Gaze forward, bend into both knees and spring off the left foot and fold at the top. Halfway lift, breath in. High plank pose, step back. Holding position, breathe. Arm bones straight, neck long, belly in, sit bones draw together. Knees tap down, exhale, belly to ground. Pulling back, cobra, inhale. Hold. This time, fingertips reach behind. Get longer through the forehead and the toes really exaggerate, pointing back. Can you even pull the belly in? Nice. Downward facing dog. You can move through plank or all fours. Left leg, inhale, rise up. Look back at left toes. Make sure the arms are straight by pressing more into the hands. Lift right heel, bend the knee. Knee to nose, quietly step left foot forward. High lunge, inhale. Here we are again. Micro bend the back knee. And just start to arrange the shape so you feel the most support and the most strength beginning to activate. As you bend the elbows out wide, catch the hands behind you down at the sacrum. Elbows hug back, ribs stay in. Straighten back leg and fold forward halfway. So a variation of arrowhead or active lunge. Right butt is firm. Press into the left big toe side and even the pinky toe side. Yes. Right hand under right shoulder, moving super mindfully. Left toes peel back, spin them to the left. A variation of a sidey plank, or some call it Cleopatra pose. Belly firm, left arm up or by left ear. Right ear can drop and release. Toes are active. Right arm is straight. Clip the shoulder blades onto the back, breathe in. Good. Returning back to lunge, high fingertips, in breath. Pyramid fold, out breath. Left hand to assist left hip, draw it back. Get more flex at the hip. Long spine as much as you can, and that might mean staying in the lunge. Conscious breath, eyes closed. Look forward, bend into knees, and spring the right foot to the top, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. High plank pose, step the feet back. Lower halfway or knees then belly, exhale. Upward facing dog or cobra, inhale. Thigh bones lift and up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Take a couple of breaths here in down dog. Make the shape yours. You can bend the knees. As long as your hands pad firmly into the ground and the belly draws in. Shoulders towards ears. So your shoulder blades come up the back. One more in-breath. This time, open mouth, let it go. Carefully lower to knees. And find a kneeling position. Bring the hands to the thighs. You can sit on a block, cushion, blanket. Try to avoid any fidget. As soon as you can, close down the eyes. Let the jaw soften, shoulders, ribs. Through the nose, deep breath in, pause at the top. And through the nose, breath out. Through the nose, breath in. Pause at the top. Through the nose, breath out. Find a natural rhythm, a softness, quality to the breath and to the physical body. Notice the change in how your thoughts appear. A change in the ability to breathe deeper. And to really feel into the present moment and not live in the past or the future. Whenever you're ready, you can open the eyes and continue the day ahead. You can stay as long as you need in a meditation seat. Thanks for joining this really short, steady, deep practice today. I promise every video and every practice will always be different. So thanks again. Any questions, queries, shoot me a message. Have an awesome day.